Have you ever wondered why certain situations trigger such intense emotions? Why relationships can feel exhausting? Or why you keep falling into emotional patterns that seem impossible to break? Hi, everybody. Welcome back to HPTV channel. I am Barbara, and today we are diving deep into something that affects more people than we realize. How childhood experiences, especially trauma when you were little, can lead to complex PTSD, CPTSD. This isn't about a single traumatic event, like an accident or a breakup. This is about long-term emotional stress, neglect, or pain that rewires your nervous system and shapes how you see yourself and the world. So, what exactly is complex PTSD? How does it develop in childhood? And most importantly, how can you heal from it? Let's dive in. Let's start by exploring what complex PTSD actually is. Because most people have heard of PTSD, often linked to a singular traumatic event. But complex PTSD is different. It doesn't come from one experience, it forms over time due to chronic, repeated emotional stress, especially during childhood. This could be emotional neglect or abuse or an unstable environment that made you feel unsafe, unseen, or unworthy. And because it happens when your brain is still developing, it doesn't just leave memories, it shapes your identity, your relationships, and your nervous system. So, how does childhood trauma then lead to complex PTSD? Because not everyone with childhood trauma develops complex PTSD. But if the trauma was constant, inescapable, and deeply personal, it changes how your mind and your body function. Here is how. It starts with emotional neglect. This is sort of like an invisible wound. And we often think of trauma as something violent or dramatic, but one of the most damaging types is emotional neglect. When a child's emotional needs are ignored or dismissed. So, if you grew up feeling like your emotions were just too much or that nobody really cared, your nervous system may have learned that your needs don't matter. And this leads to deep self doubt, difficulty trusting your own feelings, and a chronic sense of emptiness. Another thing could be chronic stress and nervous system dysregulation. Uh, Children are very flexible, they adapt to their environment. But if that environment is unsafe or unpredictable, their nervous system stays stuck in survival mode. And this can lead to hypervigilance, always on edge, always scanning for danger, always expecting danger around every corner, under every stone. It could also lead to emotional numbness or disassociation, as shutting down to survive, not caring, blocking, numbing everything. It can also lead to intense emotional flashbacks, because old emotions are triggered in new situations. And over time, all of these patterns drain your energy and they make daily life feel overwhelming. Another, another thing could also be a shattered self image. A healthy childhood gives you a clear, stable mirror. You are loved, you are safe, and you are enough. That is what a healthy childhood should give you. But in a traumatic environment, that mirror is broken. So instead, you might have absorbed beliefs like, I must be perfect to love. If I express my needs, I'll be rejected. I always have to be on guard to be safe. These beliefs don't just disappear. They shape your adult relationships, your self-worth, and your life choices, often leading to people-pleasing, self-sacrificing, or a deep, deep sense of insecurity. So how do you then heal from childhood trauma and complex PTSD? Because healing isn't just simply forgetting the past. It really is about reconnecting with yourself, calming your nervous system, and creating a deep inner peace. And there are a couple of ways in which you can do this. It starts by recognizing your triggers. A complex PTSD often shows up as emotional flashbacks, overpowering feelings that seem out of proportion to the moment. And by identifying your triggers, you can start to separate past pain from present reality. This is something that I do often with the people that come to me. A second thing you can do is to reprogram your nervous system. Because complex PTSD is stored in the body, healing isn't just mental, it's physical too. So you could use practices like breath work to regulate the nervous system. You could do grounding exercises to stay more present in the moment. Both of these are exercises that I give my clients. And you could also consider somatic therapy because this will help release trauma from the body. I, for instance, use emotional freedom techniques to release trauma from the body. And all of these things can help shift you out of survival mode into safety and a feeling that you are safe. Another thing you might have to do is inner child healing. And this is also something I often do with my clients because a huge part of healing is reconnecting with the younger version of yourself, the one who needed love, who needed safety, who needed validation. So one way of doing this could be to write letters to your younger self. You could also do visualizations where you talk to your younger self, or even just speaking kindly to yourself can be deeply healing. I have many exercises for this. I also have a journal on Amazon that can help you guide through this if you want to start it by yourself. Another very important thing is to set boundaries so that you can reclaim your worth. And many people with childhood trauma struggle to say no because they fear rejection. They are afraid if they say no, they will not be invited again, that people will not like them, that people will judge them negatively, harshly. But healing also means learning that your needs matter, your voice counts, and you deserve healthy relationships with others. People who honor your boundaries, who are completely okay with you saying no. Lastly, you might need to seek support because healing complex PTSD isn't meant to be done alone. Therapy, coaching, or even a supportive community can make all the difference in helping you feel seen and understood. Lastly, and maybe most importantly, I want to really imprint the message on you that you are not broken. You are not too much and you are not beyond healing. Complex PTSD has shaped your past, but it does not define your future. Healing is possible, step by step, layer by layer. And as you heal, you are not just freeing yourself from the past, you're creating a life where you feel safe, connected, and authentically you. So, what could be a next step? If this resonated with you, if this spoke to you, then you are looking for a safe place to heal, to grow, and to reconnect with yourself, I would absolutely love to support you. This has been my journey for many, many years, and I absolutely love helping, supporting people through similar journeys. So, one of the things that you could do is to join my community of like minded people to share, support, learn, and grow with. I called it the Solutions Community, and there are different levels of joining. If you want to just meet with other people, hear their stories, share your stories, find some support, maybe make some new friends, get a little bit of coaching every now and then the HSP Cafe tier would be perfect for you. But if you want to discover your unique design, who you really are and what you are meant to be doing, so that you can deeply understand yourself, your path, and your purpose, while at the same time healing your heart and stepping into your abundance, then you might want to consider joining the Be You by Design Mastermind on the Solutions Community. But if you want to work one-on-one with me, then that is definitely also possible. I offer a free clarity call to see if we are a good fit and to talk about your needs and your wants and what could be possible when you start working with me. So if that is something that you would like to explore, then book a free clarity call with me. The links for all of these things are mentioned in the show notes, probably below this video. And lastly, I want to ask you that if you found this video to be helpful, to please like, subscribe, and share it so that more people can access this healing information, because your journey matters. I would also love it if you could share your story in the comments so that you get to inspire even more people with your story. For today, I thank you for watching, for being you, for supporting this channel, and I look forward to inspiring you with another video next week.